Hello, so today I'm going to teach you how to reconstruct allowance for doubtful debt account as well as your accounts receivable account. So when we reconstruct these two accounts, it's for us to find out how much cash that we receive from our debtors. Okay, so let's start. Sometimes the question don't give you any information about the bad debts. Okay, doesn't mean that there isn't any bad debts. Okay, it's just that you need to find out yourself. Okay, find it out yourself. Okay, so what are the clues that they will give you? Normally they will give you clues like allowance for doubtful debts. Okay, and they will give you clues like doubtful debts. If you look at this, okay, you have doubtful debts and you have allowance for doubtful debts. So they are trying to hint you, okay, give you some hint so that you can find out the bad debt using all this information. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is to reconstruct your allowance for doubtful debt account. Number one, you should put in your balance BD and balance CD for allowance for doubtful debts. Allowance for doubtful debts is a negative asset, so the balance BD is supposed to be on the debit side. The balance BD is supposed to be on the credit side, and the closing balance supposed to be on the debit side. So closing balance on the debit side. Okay, this is a working, so no matter you write BD or CD or opening balance or closing balance, it doesn't matter. Okay, so once you put in your opening balance and closing balance, the next thing that you need to do is to put in your doubtful debts. So your doubtful debts will increase the allowance for doubtful debt. Okay, so doubtful debt will increase allowance for doubtful debt, hence it should be on the credit side. Okay, so under credit side, you should put in your doubtful debt 6,000. And lastly, find out how much is your bad debt. So you need to find out your bad debt, okay, which is the remaining balance lah. So you need to balance off this account. Okay, 2,000 plus 6,000 equals to 8,000. Okay, so the total here is supposed to be 8,000 as well. Hence, the bad debt will be 8,000 minus 3,000, which is 5,000. Okay, once you find out your bad debts, you have to put your bad debts into your accounts receivable. Okay, so bad debt will reduce your accounts receivable, hence you need to put it on your credit side. But not to forget, for your accounts receivable, you need to have your balance BD and balance CD as well, yeah? So you have to look for the balance BD and balance CD for accounts receivable. Okay, I put it in another color. So opening balance 17,000, closing balance 28,000. Opening balance 17,000 and closing balance 28,000. Okay, once you put in your opening balance and closing balance, you need to look at the other information that you have over here. Okay, remember the sales. Okay, sales will increase our accounts receivable account. We assume all the sales here are credit sales. Okay, so credit sales will actually increase our accounts receivable account. So under accounts receivable account, debit side, you should put in your sales, which is 309,000. Okay, and then you need to check whether there is any sales return or not. Since there is no sales return, it's okay. So we have used this piece of information. Gross profit is nothing to do, cost of sales nothing to do with it. Okay, and then I think that's all. Okay, so on the debit side, you have 326,000. And on the credit side, you're supposed to have 326,000 as well. The total must be the same. Okay, so I need to find out this missing piece over here. And this missing piece over here is our cash at bank. So how do we find out our cash at bank? First of all, we put in our cash at bank first. Okay, and then we take 326,000 minus 28,000 minus 5,000. At the end of the day, we will have 293,000. Okay, so this 293,000 is the amount that you receive, okay, from your debtors. Okay, so under cash flow from operating activities, I think this is too small. Under cash flow from operating activities, okay, you will have receipts from customers, okay, and the amount of the receipts from customers is 293,000. Okay, so this is how you record it in your cash flow statements. Okay, if you have any question, just come and see me.